Beautiful Saturday. I hope you guys are all doing great. Namaste to everyone. Sending love to everyone that's watching. And I hope all your wishes and dreams come true. Okay? Today is the 27th of September. It is Saturday. We have only 3 days left of this month. Do you believe that? Okay, Virgo. Time is flying. For those of you that are new, I'm Julia. This is Virgo Nation 1111. It is a Virgo channel, but you could have strong Virgo placement in your chart, and these messages will also be for you. Everything that you need is down below in the description box. If you are looking for a personalized reading by me, either live or done by video, then I suggest you go down to my website, go to products and tarot card readings, and you can pick either a reading done live or one done by video by me. I am available for readings again. And if you want something more immediate, right, you don't want to wait, then you can call the toll-free numbers and just use the promo code Virgo Nation each time, and you will get your reading discounted. Now, keep in mind, tomorrow is Sunday. It's when all my members get together, my High Priestess and Priest members get together, where we get together 4 times a month every Sunday, where I give everyone in the live a free reading, and you also have access to membership videos that will never become public, okay? So I will be putting up that notification later on today, and also to let you know I will be doing Virgo with all zodiac signs today as well, with timestamps, okay, after I get done doing this. All right, family? So let's get into our reading. I'm getting a lot of different messages for different groups. I feel a lot of you are just really putting everything in order, getting organized, and just waiting for what is to come. But you feel good. You really do. And you finally feel like you've gotten control over your life, meaning like, emotionally, physically, you're making really good decisions, Virgo. And when you don't have the answers, you get still to really think things through or solve an issue, right? I have another group here that is still trying to find their way, right? I also feel there's a small group of you that still needs to do your healing and really heal your inner child and give yourself a lot of love, right? To prevent yourself from getting involved in toxic situations that are not for your highest good. I also feel that there is a group of Virgos that are staying in situations that have kept them stuck. Could be a mother, a sister here that really, really does not treat Virgo right. And Virgo has been really overburdened by everything. I don't know. You feel like you're doing the right thing, right? But I'm here to tell you that the years are passing by, and it's stopping you from doing the things that you're meant to do, right? I feel that same person is so overburdened that financially they're not doing well. They haven't claimed their independence yet. Maybe they're dependent on these family members. But I feel you have a life purpose that you're supposed to fulfill. And it feels like either it's a mother, a sister, or a sister-mother dynamic that has really kept you from moving forward. Okay? I can go as far as to say that somebody is a daughter of somebody who's actually a witch. So I don't know who this is for, but wake up. Wake up. Because, like I said, you were meant for a lot more bigger things. All right. On a different note, family. I feel Virgo is just right at the precipice of starting something new. No longer fearful, right? Ready to give it their all. They could be practicing. They could be researching, just piecing everything together. Maybe a lot of you are actually waiting for certain materials or things to come in order for you to actually take this plan, this idea, and put it into motion. Okay? A lot of you recently have been seeing a difference with your abundance. There's been an increase. Yes, you're working very hard, Virgo, but you also understand there's a higher power involved here as well. Okay? So your hard work is paying off. You are seeing a difference. A lot of you are keeping your job and starting something else as well. Okay? Which is going to bring you even more abundance. Virgo's learning how to save money. Virgo's learning how to pay themselves first, right? You're just doing things differently. You're giving things a lot of thought before you take risk and take action, okay? So everything is very calculated. Everything is very well planned out. I see a lot of you doing a lot of prepping, right? Prepping for the week, prepping for the winter. Doing a lot of harvesting, jarring, just making sure that everything is organized and, you know, if there's bad weather outside, Virgo, you don't have to go anywhere. Something like that, right? So that's good too. I mean, it's all a plus, right? You've done a lot of cleaning, a lot of purging, a lot of decluttering, throwing away stuff that, you know, stuff that you can't donate, right? You just, whatever you can donate, you're donating. You're just making room for the new. It's an exciting time, but you haven't seen nothing yet, Virgo. You really haven't seen anything yet. Very soon, you're going to see a clique of events happen, right? Where you're going to look at each thing that's happening and you're going to go, oh, wow. You know, it's like either an obstacle gets completely resolved, right? The things that you were wishing for are slowly coming into play. If there's something that you've been wanting for years, like maybe to buy a home or to relocate or to do, or actually step into your purpose, right? All those things that may have been holding you back or causing blockages, or maybe you just really didn't have a solution for something, automatically the solution appears or the obstacle gets removed, which allows you to take another baby step and another baby step forward until you ascend that mountain, Virgo. So Virgos, you're on an upswing. If you've gotten yourself right and you're talking positive and you're doing your healing, your meditation, you're being still, right? You're not overly exerting yourself, right? You're doing what you need to do, but you're doing it like this, right? Way different than being like this the whole time. So Virgo's like making time for you, making time for the things that need to get done, making, putting time into your job, your work, your home, right? I feel cleaning the house is like really important right now too, not only inside but outside, right? Virgo, it's all this, you don't realize why you feel such a need to do that, but it's all about the new. I see a lot of you too, you may have forgotten a thing or two from a toxic relationship, whether it was family, a lover, a boyfriend, a husband, whatever. You may have forgotten a couple of things, and all of a sudden, as you're decluttering in your thing, you're finding them and you're like, oh no, these are not staying here. And you're putting them in the trash, right? You just don't want any kind of reminder, okay? All you want is the new. Now, a lot of you want that person back from the past, right? And you're doing everything to act like you don't. So you're giving this person the impression, right, that you don't really want them, but you're fighting with yourself that you do want them back, Virgo. Be careful there. I'm just saying. Now, every relationship is different, right? And there's certain degrees of wrongful doing, right? If it was extreme, right? Or if somebody betrayed you, well, that's different, right? Now, if somebody just stopped talking to you or something like that and they return back, well, that's something different, right? So you may, your ego may have gotten a little bent out of shape, right? That somebody was not paying attention to you and everything, and then you just stop talking to them and you block them. I'm just giving an example. Something like that, if somebody was to return back, that's like nothing. That's just somebody, maybe having difficulties and maybe stop talking, right? Different though if somebody puts you in a third party, takes from you, that's a whole other thing, which we shouldn't go back to, right? So there's certain degrees of people that are going to come back, and ones that you want, ones that you don't want, right? For a lot of you, if it's very minor, I see that there could be an honest conversation and you could get this thing back on track again, right? If you guys can both put your egos aside, okay? Because I'm seeing two very strong-willed people, right, that know their worth. And, I don't know. I don't think either one of you are happy not being with one another. I'm just saying. And I'm not talking about toxic now. I'm talking about, okay, let's get that straight. Okay. All right. So here we go. For the 27th, let's get a postcard from Spirit. I call upon the divine. I call upon the white light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon the Divine Mother. I call upon the Divine Father. I call upon our ancestors, our ascended masters, our archangels, and our whole angelic team to come be with us in this safe, sacred space for our healing, our guidance, our well-being, our abundance, for our highest good. And we ask that one card be given for Virgo. There we go. That just went boom. Here we go, Virgo. Listen up. This is what they want to tell you. Dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation that is not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open wide. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are all loving you, sending you love, always and forever. You see, that's for that group. Let me just say a quick hello. Betty, Alexandra, Carrie, Karmic Karen, Georgie. Who else is in here? Mila. Hello. CSK, hey sweetheart. Hey honey. Hey Joan. Hey Candy Elizabeth. Oh, thank you for doing that, Carrie Cook. Well, they're not going to stop this reading anyways, right? Right. So here we go. Your guidance for today, Virgo. Your guidance for today. For Virgo, please. Asking for one card. Asking for one card. Okay, family of light. You see, number 17. Some of you, too, may have experienced, while this card is out, may have experienced that you were expecting family members to do right by you, and they're not even thinking about it. They really are not. Hey Peggy, hey Wynette, like maybe it's an inheritance, maybe it's an heirloom, maybe, they're not even giving it any kind of consideration that, hey, you know what, those were your parents too, right? They've taken everything for themselves. They probably sold stuff, right? They're not even contacting you to say, hey, you know what, we got this and this and that belonged to, you know, our dad or our mom or our aunt or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? That's why, family, when it comes to Soul Tribe, you know, we have more love for each other than we can actually find the majority of times from our own siblings. It's true. And it's so unfortunate, right, that money and all this stuff it becomes a problem, right? But that's greed, right? Anyways, whatever. Virgo, if that sounds like your story, Spirit is telling me to tell you, you'll get it in other ways. The universe will make sure that you get it in other ways, right? There's parents that have taken away your inheritance. There's siblings that have taken away your inheritance. But things will come to you. God will bring it in a different way to you, right? And even more so than what they even took, if you can believe that. The limits that much of humanity place upon their love, that they will love their own family, country, religion, or community better than they love those on the outside. Do not restrain your heart. You are capable of loving humanity, of loving all creation on earth as an extended spiritual family. You will love all as your own. You are meant to belong to a broader family of light, Virgo. While some souls have incarnated to learn about us and them, others have the purpose of reaching unconditional, all-embracing love. You are one of these. You have taken life to love the many, not just the few. For this life purpose, to be anchored, issues in your biological family may keep you from bonding with them in typical ways. Perhaps you are the odd one out of your family, the one whom nobody really understood. Perhaps you felt unloved but couldn't live the way your family seemed comfortable to live. Maybe you're lost family members through divorce, disease, depression, and death, or through addiction or emotional immaturity that left you disconnected from key family members. If your father figure was absent, while you must do the emotional healing work to process that pain, understand the purpose of the absence for your own spiritual connection to remain intact, pure, and powerful. If your mother figure was absent, while you're advised to do the emotional work to process that pain, understand the purpose of that absence for you to look beyond your immediate family to find your place and find yourself belonging to and being devoted to the entire human race. This pain was part of how you remained unconditioned by the more typical family bonds. While these bonds are necessary for many souls to experience their life lessons, the difficulty you may have experienced regarding them helped push you to become a child of love. And that, I can say, pertains to a lot of my Virgos. I'm sorry, Peggy. While these bonds are necessary for many souls to experience their life lessons, the difficulty you may have experienced regarding them helped push you to become a child of love. You have to seek family in expansive ways, remaining open as you search for love rather than feeling satisfied by your own immediate tribe and closed to those outside it. You can come through your experience not as a victim of circumstance, but as an empowered soul. Process it, heal, forgive, and step into the spiritual blessings gained through our atypical relations with your biological family. Although you are not meant to belong in a traditional way to your family of origin, you shall not be denied the love that you need, Virgo. You are here to help build a human family joined by more than blood or legal union. It will not just be you loving the world, but the world loving you. The power of your heart to give and receive love shall not be wasted. So it is time to gently undo the patterns of attempting to fit in. Instead, trust that you are exactly as you are meant to be. When you do, your magnetism will draw love and friendship from those who vibrate at a similar level of consciousness to you. Leave past hurts and rejection behind. You no longer need them to grow. Be brave. Pray to connect to your family of light, not only in spirit, but also here on earth. Let them in. Know that you belong here in spirit and in body to be loved, held, touched, listened to, and accepted just as you are. So let's read the invocation. I choose of my own free will to receive all assistance from unconditional love so that I can peacefully process any unresolved hurt, rejection, abandonment, judgment, or betrayal. I have learned how to love more unconditionally through my experiences. I have learned that love allows all beings to freely choose how they wish to live. I wish to live with openness, love, and connection, in spirit and in the flesh, with those who can accept my love and love me too. Through divine grace, I ask for assistance in attracting my soul tribe. I think I found it. And family of light. I know I did. Heavenly and human, that I may experience belonging and conscious community, sharing my light and love with others through unconditional love. May all beings feel the blessings of true family, of deep abiding divine love. So be it. Amen. Okay, Virgo. You know what I was thinking, though, as I was reading this? I think about the children, right, that are brought into this world, and I'm not referring to you, Virgo, I'm just saying in general, that are brought into this world, right? And it could be the situations that are mentioned in regards to a mother or a father, right? Not feeling like you fit in. Maybe you're nothing like your siblings, right? So maybe you were mistreated by them too, Virgo. And I feel for the younger children that are going through that or have gone through that, right? Where they feel like they don't have that love, that support, right, that they need, right? They go off to try to find their people, right? Somehow. A lot of times, though, they will, and a lot of times they will be, because they want so much to be loved. There are people out there, even from a young childhood, right, that they will take advantage. They will take advantage of that innocence, that purity, that want that child has to wanting to receive and need love. And I could say a lot of my Virgos that have gone through that, right? And it all started, right? This whole thing that you had to heal up until now, for a lot of you, it started from when you were a kid, right? And you repeatedly looking to find somebody who was going to accept you as you, and it could have started from then, the betrayals, the manipulations, and all this stuff through the people that you were encountering, right? When your heart was pure, right? And, so then we have all this baggage, right? Up until this point that Virgo had to look back and heal and change, and realizing that, hey, you know what? All this stems from there. Or, I really need to put myself first and really understand why this keeps happening to me. Because a lot of my Virgos too who ask themselves that, why did that happen to me? Or why does this keep happening? Because there's a small group that's still saying, why is this still happening? And I'm here to tell you, because you need to be still. You need to be still. You need to look at all those relationships. You need to look at what their role was, what your role was, right? Why did things land up being the way they did? Was there a pattern there that you could have changed, right? And write down each relationship, whether it's with a friend, a family member, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife. And then you'll see, if you write it all out, then you'll see that there's clearly a pattern there, or there's an underlying reason why you got yourself in those kind of situations. And I'm presenting this now to my Virgos that still need to do their healing and still don't understand why they keep repeating the same cycles, right? It'll make it very clear to you. Just write it all down and then go back and read it all. And then you'll go, oh, okay, right? See, Virgo always wants to put on a brave face that everything is okay, right? Even when you're hurting, right? And you don't want to look at it. So instead you don't want to heal it. And that was going on for years. Virgo was going, I'm fine. I'm okay. I don't need that person. It's all right. I'm just going to keep going, right? And you start working, keeping yourself busy, find yourself in another relationship when you didn't take the time to look and see what was going on there. So I'm very proud of you, Virgo, because my majority of Virgos have done their healing, analyzed everything, dissected it, looked at it, right? And said, okay, well, if I don't want this to keep happening, right, I need to change. And that's exactly what you did. So, again, I'm telling you, whatever didn't work out, whatever you feel was you didn't deserve, I want you to look at it from another perspective. If all this stuff didn't happen, you wouldn't be as strong as you are today, right? Each one of those people taught you a specific lesson. They made you look at a pattern, and they made you who you are today. So thank them, Virgo. Thank them. Okay? Let's continue with the reading now. For Virgo. We've come a long way, family. Listen, there's going to be a decision you're going to have to make about taking a leap of faith in something here. I don't know what it is yet. I'm just giving you the overall thing. I don't know. I guess the divine has a plan, right? Because you're taking a leap of faith and you're questioning how did all this come together and possible for me? Virgo. You haven't seen nothing yet, Virgo. Look, I'm telling you, the universe is stepping in for a situation that you feel, and it could be anything that you feel is never going to change. But guess what? Ha! Virgo, if you can see these cards, which I'm going to show you, right? And I see you going, when is this ever going to change? Right? When is this ever going to change? Well, guess what? Here you go. The Ten of Cups. Something you prayed for. It's going to be different for all of you. But hey, I see you on top of the world. I see abundance. I see security. I see stability here. And you know why, Virgo? Because you've gone through enough, right? You've worried enough, Virgo. Something is about to be made fair. If there is debt, a situation that needs to get cleared up, it's going to get cleared up now, right? You're somewhere in the in-between, and they're saying, Virgo, just breathe, just be at peace. Again, there's a higher source involved, a higher power here, okay? And it may have to do with your soul tribe, your family. I don't know what's happening here. Or you connecting with a soulmate, a twin flame here. I also feel here that something may be presented to you here. And it's really not for you. Like I said, you better start thinking on your feet, because there's going to be a lot of opportunities, offers being made, whether it's in love, whether it's in business, whether it's, making changes in your life. But not every single thing, the way it's presented, is not for you. Okay? You know how they say not everything that's gold that glitters? That's exactly what's on the table. So there's going to be some things that are not cracked up to be the way they're being presented, Virgo. Okay? So I see you, though, being very, very happy. I see transformation coming. I see you having a brand new life. I see you being more and more grounded. I see you doing everything by the book. I also see here that you finally have a love coming in here, Virgo, which is wanting something serious with you. Okay? It is a blessing. I feel this person is coming into your life because the universe is kind of giving you a leg up, or this person's coming in to help out, right? To make things better. All they're saying to you right now, you just got to be focused in the here and now, because I see somebody who you may think has somebody else, and that's why they haven't come towards you. But in reality, it's not like this at all. This person works every single day. By the time they get home, they're so exhausted. All they want to do is go to sleep. They may be responsible for a child, for house payments, their own business, Virgo. This is somebody who's loyal to you, actually. It's your divine masculine. Okay? Now, this person knows that things just can't keep going the way they're going, where, you guys are apart. There could be distance between the two of you. All this person does is work, go home, go to sleep, go back to work. You understand what I'm saying to you? This person feels like, if I keep going this way, I'm never going to get together with my soulmate, because they clearly know you are their soulmate. So we see somebody here doing a lot of thinking, Virgo, here. And I see the two of you finally coming together. I feel whatever you've been manifesting when it comes to this person, all of a sudden, you're going to hear something from them. This person is now ready to make changes and comes towards you. I also see the two of you being very creative together here, exchanging your talents, their talents, and combining them all together. It's all about divine timing. I feel this person is coming in to tell you now what they want from this relationship, how they truly feel. And I feel they're leaving a place and coming right towards you. So the Spirit is telling you, just relax. You have a deeper knowing that this change is happening, Virgo. You do. It's just a matter of time. Right? Interesting. Okay. Let's go to clarifying life situations for my Virgos. Let's see what we've got. Clarifying life situations for my beautiful Virgos. What does Virgo need to know at this time? What does Virgo need to know at this time? Sorry, feels like something was in my eye. What does Virgo need to know at this time? What does Virgo need to know at this time? Maribel, hey honey. Son of Jesus, amen. Who's that? I can't see who that is. Okay, somebody who's no longer with us. Virgo. Clarifying life situations for Virgo. Okay, so you could be seeing a lot of feathers, right? Like in front of your front door, right? Everywhere where you go, you could be seeing feathers. And the reason why you're seeing feathers here, because it's giving you a message here, right? So it's supposed to give you hope for what it is that you want. Okay, so something is going to ignite within you here, Virgo. I see you being at peace. I see you being still, having those quiet moments, contemplating, thinking, wanting to make some kind of change, right? Weighing the pros and cons here, but still making progress as you keep moving forward. And you're just waiting for one thing left to happen here, and then you'll be ready to just charge ahead here. There's information that's also going to be shared through the higher realms here. Okay? They're telling you to be in the flow, ride the current here. Believe in divine timing. Okay? I also feel that there's a lot of growth potential for you here as you release and renew your energies, go through this rebirth that you're going through. Everything that's going to be happening from this moment forward is all about divine timing and you being divinely guided here and needing to embrace the courage here to do things differently in order for you to prosper here. Now, some of you may have some kind of an idea about something that you want, and Spirit is saying, look, okay, I understand. You may be dreaming of this and dreaming of wanting to do that and all this kind of stuff, right? But they're telling you here to make sure here that you're seeing things very clearly here and you're being realistic, okay? And making sure that the decisions that you're going to make are the right ones for you and for anyone else that's involved, that's close to you. Okay? It's about setting those real intentions here, making your miracles, making your dreams and come true, right? So there are miracles here for you coming in here. And I feel you're going to be getting a lot of knowledge about anything or information about any kind of changes you want to make before you proceed, Virgo. I see you adapting. I see you thriving. I see you being on the cutting edge. I see you being one step ahead of everyone else here as you continue to manifest the new for yourself. Okay? You will be releasing any kind of burdens here, right? Because now you're more focused. You're going towards the things. You're setting goals that can be achieved, and you're seeing it through from beginning to end. Okay? I also feel that justice is here for you. Okay? That balance is being restored in your life. And they're saying for you to trust the process and trust your path and gently release whatever needs to be released now. You need to know that you are protected, right? Not only if you're going on your spiritual journey, you're already in your spiritual journey, okay? Everything that you're doing, whether it's going somewhere else or continuing on your life path, Virgo, you need to know that you're considered to be special to them, and therefore your family, you're protected, Virgo. You're protected. I feel a lot of it has to do with how much of yourself you've already given, right? And it even could be a parent, right? Caring for their children. It doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? It's all in different kinds of ways. But they're saying don't worry about anything. You are protected. Enjoy your path ahead. Now, when we say enjoy the journey, it doesn't mean you physically have to go somewhere, right? Okay, let's just be clear about that. Allow yourself to be open to receive, right? All the different possibilities and opportunities want to come to you here, Virgo. You're very close here to breaking trail, I'm hearing. Like you've been working and working and working and working and working, trying to make something happen, trying to get it off the ground. And you're like, when is it going to happen? When is that boom going to finally happen? Well, it happens here. Okay? But I feel something else is going on at the same time, where you could be really investing a lot of your time in your work, right? Wanting to see a difference here, Virgo. But at the same time, I'm seeing too that something else has to be done, which is a mending of your heart. There could be some remnant pieces there that still need to be cleared up. Okay? I do feel somebody here also wants to return and make good here. I think you're looking at it and you're going, is this really worth it, the effort here? Okay? I'm also seeing here that if there was anything that was, that this person may have said or done, trying to return back, and you may have declined here, a lot of hurtful things may be said to you, Virgo, but you will walk away from this unscathed. Okay? Just continue to move forward, Virgo. Like I always tell you, slow and steady wins the race, and steady progress is here. Okay? I feel you're not asking for very much. You just want your peace and joy and, enough to be happy, content, right? Supported here. But you're understanding that happiness is really simple, right? It doesn't have to be overly rated. So, like I said, you're letting go of certain things here that you don't feel are as important anymore, right? And the Spirit is saying, you know what, you're on the right track. You really are. And it's about you having that courage and strength to move forward here. And there's really real promise for the things that you want, the things that you want to create, the things that you want to do, Virgo. Okay? I'm also seeing that a spiritual retreat would be really good for you too at this time. Or maybe if you're on a spiritual journey or path, or that's your thing, you may be considering to create some kind of spiritual retreat. You're stepping into the unknown, but there are no limitations here, Virgo. Ignite your passion, your soul. Do the things that you want to do. And, do it your way. Go your own way. You don't have to do it like anyone else here. Allow your creativity to just soar and be free, right? Don't limit yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. Okay? And again, we see a gateway of opportunities for you. We see abundance, stability here. And then I see when this comes in for you here, you're going to be doing some kind of planning about what is it next that you want to do. So it's about leaving your heart open here. And it's about taking great care of yourself. Seeing things clearly, right? And be in the flow and see things clearly as things change, right? Make sure your mind is clear here. A lot of you are just really fully immersed in your spirituality here, right? And you're getting advice as to what to do here. You thought you were all alone, Virgo, but you're not. There's a transformation happening. You're being given the keys here to achieve mastery. Oh my. I also feel that on this journey, you're going to meet like-minded people here. You're kind of networking now, making connections here, finding your balance. And again, we see that there's a labyrinth of choices for you to make. But you're not going to know which ones are the right ones unless you are still. Okay? I also feel here, Virgo, that you're re-emerging. Maybe you're changing your appearance. Maybe you're losing weight. Maybe you're eating healthier. You're working out, right? You're just reinventing yourself on all kinds of different levels here. Okay, whatever was hidden from you, Virgo, somehow those things will come to the light here. I see travel, either short distance, long distance. You going to different places here. You have a vision for yourself. You really do. And I see you fulfilling that vision. I see, it's a new beginning for you here. You will have the truth that you need. You will. Commit to your spirituality if that's what it is, and stay strong and don't allow anybody to deter you from that. There is a lot of potential for you here. Plus you're planting new things in your soul, right? Things that have now become important to you. So if you were going through some kind of loss here, Virgo, or people depleted you, took from you, there is a recovery, there is a comeback, okay? Waiting for you. Nice. So the well's going to be replenished, Virgo. Truly is. All right, let me take some, let's see about abundance here. For Virgo, For Virgo, please. What do we have for my beautiful Virgos? Okay, Virgo. So you need to know that you're deserving of all good things here, Virgo. Okay? And embrace that energy. I'm telling you, I feel your blessings are coming in here. Nature is going to do wonders for you if you can get out there. Saying positive affirmations about your abundance to draw it in. Always pray, Virgo. Always pray. Okay? And if you keep thinking that things are not going to change or you're saying negative things, you have to cut that out now. Okay? Because any kind of obstacles or blockages that you may have had when it comes to your abundance has been lifted now. Okay? A lot of you have learned how to attract what you want without chasing after it. Some of you, there's going to be an opportunity that changes your employment. You're going to be doing something different. I do see there are people around you at your work that are jealous of you, Virgo. Pay them no mind here, okay? There are people that are jealous that, you've gotten that inheritance, or you got that better job, or you got that better position, or you get paid more money, or all of a sudden you're getting recognized for what you do, Virgo. There's always going to be people like that. So if you think that's ever going to change, it's not. This is the world that we live in. Don't worry about those people. Just keep doing what you're doing. I see in your state of sleep, I see that there's going to be certain messages given to you in symbols that you're probably going to have to go see what those things mean spiritually. Like when you wake up, there's going to be certain parts of that dream, right? An item or something that was said, or you're going to go, well, what did that mean? And then when you go and you're going to research it, what the spiritual meaning is, you're going to see that a lot of it has to do with you having a full life and stepping into abundance. but they're just telling it to you in the way they know how. You're going to have to go investigate what exactly those symbols, those items, those things mean. That's what they're saying. And I feel here that Virgo, it's because of all the love that you have given. I also feel that when this abundance comes in, you're the type of Virgo that if you have more than enough, you'll be willing to help other people too. Okay? They need your help. Make sure you're okay first, right? And then you can do those things, which would be a nice thing to do. Okay, I see a raise or a promotion for some of you in your job, or you get that new job and you start making more money. And I feel with whatever this energy is, it makes you feel more positive. It makes you feel like you're back on top again. You're back on in the game, right, Virgo? And that's really good for your self-confidence here. Okay? Certain friendships you're going to need to let go of now. The ones that are insincere, the ones that gossip, the ones that are jealous and envious of you, Virgo. Okay? And then you need to focus on your priorities. For a lot of you, that priority is clearing any kind of credit cards, any kind of debts, paying off a house, right? Just doing those things, right? So that you've got that cleared up and out of the way. And then you start with a clean slate. They're also saying, ask your angels what you want so that your needs can be met here. Okay? You've got a lot of ideas. It's time for you to bring one of those ideas to life. And you need to know, and this, I'm ending it here. You need to know that God is your source here. A windfall of abundance is coming for you, Virgo, to make your world a better place, to allow you to clear those debts, to allow you to have the type of life that you've always dreamed of, Virgo. For you not to worry anymore, not to stress out anymore, not have to go and work those 2 jobs, right, to make things work. I'm just giving an example now. Okay, like I said, you haven't seen anything yet. Wait. Wait, Virgo. Wait. Okay? There will be something that the divine will show you, and they are asking you to take a divinely guided chance on something here. So visualize that abundance you want, but also make sure that you make a gratitude list as well, okay? Set that abundant mindset here. And eat good, work out, eat healthy, so that you've got this good energy flowing through you as well, Virgo. Okay? And for those of you that were going, how am I going to get that money? That's impossible. I can't make that kind of money from the job that I work. It's going to take me forever. Well, go back to that thing that I told you, that God is your source, right? That a windfall of abundance is coming. And that you're going to have successful funding to fulfill this next chapter in your life. And this is not the first time we have seen this. So Virgo, like I said, you haven't seen anything yet. You just haven't. So it's about being patient and having trust and faith and allowing everything to fall into place as it should, because it's going to be really mind-blowing when you see that those challenges, those opportunities, all these things are just like, they're just coming into your life, one step at a time, but eventually you're going to put all those puzzle pieces together, right? And that's when you're going to have that, oh my, oh God, that makes sense. Or, oh, now I understand why that didn't work out and I needed to go here, or I needed to get that job, or you know what I'm saying, or why I'm no longer with this person and some other new person has stepped into my life out of nowhere, right? They may give you an idea to collaborate. Maybe both of you have talents. You're going to collaborate them together, make something Amazing. I'm just giving, different scenarios right now. So Virgo, those are the messages I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope there was something in here for all of you. And let me just say that I made sure to say hello to everybody. Now I'm at the end. Hey, Betty. Hey, Love Brit. Hey, sweetie. Maribel. I love you, honey. Jane. Hey, sweetheart. Hello. Hey, Matt. Haitian King. Hello. Allied. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? Stepping Stones. Hey, sweetie. Happy Saturday to you, too. Okay, I think I got everybody. Yes? All right, family. Oh, who's that? Terry. Hey, honey. All right, family. So in a little bit, I'm going to be off to do your video for you and all 12 zodiac signs in love for September 27th through October the 4th. And right, yeah. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that later on. And again, I thank you so much for your love, your time. I love you, God loves you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Love and kisses to y'all. Bye now. Love you. Have a great Saturday.